Here is the mistake people make with AI services. They try to sell the AI, but a small business owner does not care about your prompt stack. They care that leads are slipping through the cracks, customers keep asking the same questions, and important stuff is buried in 5 different places. So let us make this practical. I am going to walk you through 7 AI-assisted services that solve problems an owner can actually recognize. And by the end, you should have a much better idea which one is worth testing first. Before we get into the list, use 3 filters. Is the problem annoying enough that the owner already notices it? Can you show a clear before and after? And can you deliver the same basic system again without rebuilding the whole thing from scratch? If the answer is yes, you may have a service. If not, it is probably just a cool demo. Also, keep the first version small. Every idea in this video has 4 parts: a buyer, a deliverable, a proof demo, and a narrow starting point. You are not pitching some giant AI transformation. You are fixing one operational headache and making the result easy to see. First up is lead follow-up. Picture a contractor, an agency, or a local service business. New inquiries come in from a form, email, maybe social media, and then somebody has to remember what happens next. That is where things get messy. Your service is a simple pipeline. Capture the inquiry, organize the details, notify the right person, and prepare a follow-up draft. Zapier documents workflows for capturing, organizing, and following up with leads, so this is not some imaginary use case. And your demo can be simple. Submit a test form and show exactly where the lead goes. A good opening question for an owner is, what happens after somebody asks you for a quote? Number 2 is appointment intake and routing. This one is useful when a business spends too much time asking the same questions before every booking. Maybe the customer needs a certain service. Maybe they are outside the service area. Maybe they need a specific person on the team. You build a short intake form, a few routing rules, and the right calendar destination. Calendly routing is designed around qualifying, routing, and scheduling meetings from forms. So the demo is easy to understand, answer 2 or 3 questions, and land on the right booking page. Nothing flashy, just a cleaner path for the customer and less back and forth for the owner. Third is a review response system. Google says verified business profiles can reply publicly to customer reviews, but I would not sell an autopilot that blasts out generic responses. That is risky and honestly kind of awkward. The useful version is a review inbox. New reviews come in, a response draft is prepared, and the owner can approve it or step in personally when something needs attention. You can sort reviews into positive feedback, neutral comments, service recovery, and escalation. Then show a few before and after drafts in the owner's actual tone. The value is not automation for its own sake. It is having a dependable process. Number 4 is an email welcome or reactivation flow. A lot of small businesses collect contact details and then just go quiet. MailChimp's automation flow support triggers, rules, tags, and targeted emails. But do not build a giant campaign map on day 1. Find one moment where the business is silent. Maybe a new inquiry gets no useful confirmation. Maybe an older customer list has not heard from the business in months. Build one short sequence with one trigger and one useful next step. That is much easier to explain, test, and improve. Quick pause. If this kind of practical AI business breakdown is useful, subscribe. I am building this channel around realistic systems you can actually test, without pretending every new tool is a gold rush. Alright, we have 3 more services to go. Number 5 is an internal knowledge assistant. This is for a business where answers are scattered across documents, notes, and messages. Notion says its enterprise search can search workspace information and connected apps and return cited answers. OpenAI also documents that custom GPTs can use uploaded knowledge files as references. The smart way to sell this is to keep the scope tight. Start with onboarding steps, service policies, product details, or one standard operating procedure. Ask the owner which questions keep interrupting the day. Then build a small approved library and test it with real examples. If the source material is unclear, the assistant should say that. It should not make things up. 6 is a content repurposing kit. Start with something the business already owns, a webinar, a podcast, an article, a frequently asked question, maybe even a useful sales call summary. Turn that into a reviewed package, a newsletter draft, a short post, a video outline, and a follow-up email idea. The valuable part is not hitting generate. The valuable part is choosing the useful ideas, matching the client's voice, and removing the generic filler before anything gets published. A good first offer is one source to package pilot. Small, clear, and easy to review. And number 7 is a weekly owner dashboard with a short action memo. A small business can have data in several places and still have no idea what deserves attention on Monday morning. Your job is not to build a complicated analytics portal. Ask the owner which 3 questions matter every week. Then create a simple recurring view with a few metrics, a short explanation of what changed, and 3 next actions. The system can organize the inputs and prepare a draft. But the final memo should still reflect the owner's actual business. The point is less noise and better decisions. So, how do you pick one? Use a quick filter. Is the pain obvious? Is the result visible? Can you reuse most of the delivery process? Can you demo it with sample data? And can you support it without turning every client into a custom software project? Your best first offer is usually not the fanciest one. It is the one you can explain in a sentence and demonstrate in a few minutes. If 2 ideas seem close, choose the one with the faster proof demo. You want to learn before you spend days building. Here is a simple 7-day plan. Pick 1 service. Choose one kind of business. Build a small demo with sample data. Then talk to 5 owners or operators and ask how they handle that problem today. Do not lead with AI. Show the workflow and listen. Do they immediately understand the problem? Are they using a messy workaround? Which part of the demo gets their attention? What would need to change before they trust it? Your goal is not to close some huge deal in a week. Your goal is to collect evidence and sharpen the offer. The opportunity is not selling AI just because it is AI. It is using AI inside a service that makes a business easier to run. Pick one problem, build a small demo, and test it with real people. And if you want more practical breakdowns like this, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.